Yeah. So are you preparation for any government examination nowadays?
No, I have done. Actually, I'm about to start coaching.
Okay.
Spoken
Only the
English.
in all subject, or do you want to teach and do you want to give the coaching classes in the English speaking?
English speaking, and after that, grammar and then literature. But starting will be with this spoken English.
Okay. Have you started?
No, actually, there were some pieces of work that were left to be completed. So I thought first of all I should try to cover them, and after that I will do it.
Okay, that's nice.
Yes.
Okay. So, do you want to start with any random talk and do you want to discuss any specific topic? What kind of you have habit?
Habit, as I told you, like watching cartoons, especially in English language, because, ma'am, I think it is very helpful for us to learn some new sentences, new words daily. And
Okay,
they are very charming too.
okay. So, which cartoon do you usually watch and do you like most?
No, in the beginning when I started learning it at that time, I started with this with Indian accent. I mean the cartoons that are made in Indian accent, like treadmill, take out some salt. I'm sure you would be aware of that story.
Yeah, yeah,
And in the same way, some other kind of things are like Maha Cartoon TV. There is a cartoon. It is the channel name.
yeah, yeah.
So I was.
I haven't time to watch the TV because I am a government teacher, so I have a lot of responsibility. I am a mother also, so I have to look after my kids also. But usually not kids are allowed to watch. So I usually heard about the names, the character names also.
Yeah, yeah. Actually, I do not watch a lot, but sometimes I listen to it a lot while coming and going. When I'm coming somewhere or going somewhere at that time, I keep it in my phone. I mean, in my pocket. I keep my phone in my pocket and earphone in the ear, and I keep on listening to that.
Ah, yes. Or also, do you like the any audio books?
No, I have not tried yet because I think I can do my work with these things, right?
Okay.
And
Just imagine you are going to giving a speaking class and it's your first class. So, what's your preference? What would you like to teach first in the first day?
spoken English, I think it will be better.
In the spoken English, how can you start? Just try to give your demo. Just I am your student, and you are a teacher, and you just started. It's your no very first class.
No, first of all, I will have to tell them about this thing, the importance of this thing, and what is Indian, I mean, this English, British English, American English, because there are many confusions related to all these things. Like you'd have seen the spelling of color, C
You
O L O R,
can start
all
with
these.
demo. Just I am
Yes,
a you are a teacher.
yeah, in the beginning, I will have to tell about these things, and then I can start with the main point. Because it is important later, otherwise, it will create problems for the students to understand.
Yeah.
Because at present we can see that because of technological development, American English is also popular.
Yeah, I think the American English is the more popular than the British because
Yeah,
nowadays
yeah.
more connected multinational companies are in India more invest comparison to the British. And I am now also realized that the British English is a little bit tough to understand, to speak. Also in the manner of the spelling. No, they have is some different kind of the manner. And American English is you we can say the very easy comparison to the British.
I mean, have you ever felt this thing? Have you
Just
felt this thing that Yeah.
Just we take example of the different spellings. So they are using the unnecessary words. That is the way there is no logic behind, because the British English the only the way of the tradition, because they are follow the usually tradition. They are very traditional people in the British. And also I heard the British English, so it is very tough to listen. We can't easily understand comparison to the English. It is my personal opinion. I can't say for everyone.
But as long as I can think, I think from my viewpoint, I think American one is more difficult than that one, because yeah, because in American English, I have read many rules related to this thing. So whenever we have to speak some kind of words like Mark, we have to say this sentence: Mark played his guitar in the dark bar. If we have to say this thing, so in American English it will be said, Mark played his guitar in the dark bar. Mark played his guitar in the dark bar. This is American English. Do you think it is easy to understand? And if we speak the same thing in British one, it will be Mark played his guitar in the dark bar. This is British one. So what do you think now? Which one is easy?
Sometimes it is feel difficulty, but as I know the no literature, just we take example of the drama from the Shakespeare, so it is very tough and it is follow the traditional way and very complicated character. No, so that time I realize, oh, comparison to the American, I feel it is easy. I actually don't get your point. But if you explain, I try to what you are saying the in this statement. But just we take the simple example of the spellings and the pronunciation. So that time I realize only the American English, and I think that it's a personal choice also.
Yeah,
It's a
yeah, of
it
course.
on the person to person. It's a very to person to person. We can't now apply one thing on the all over all peoples.
Yeah, yeah, that's right. And our Indian accent is also good, Indian English. We cannot say it is bad, but it is important for us to understand foreigners too.
Yeah, but we can say that no foreign every in India we take example of that every part of India we have a different accent. If we look at the southern part of the India, so they have now different kind of accent. And even Hindi also we can say, just take example of the in Haryana, they are speaking in a different way. In the Rajasthan, I am from the Rajasthan, so we are the speak Hindi in a different way. If I talk about the UP and Bihar, they totally speak in a different way. No, and Chhattisgarh and Jharkhand, they all speaking in a different way. If I talk about the Punjab, so they are just touch of the little bit Punjabi accent. So we can say in every language they have a different way, and also regional and territory affect our accent, and
Yeah,
their
yeah,
language also affect it. No, we can't say no it is the right, it is the wrong. But nowadays the English is the worldwide language, and it is the acceptable, it is a world global language. So we can, it is necessary anyhow. We are capable to convey the message and get the others point of view. I think that it
yes,
is
yes.
more important thing. We should
That is
not
the most important thing.
the accent or and these kind of things. Yeah, it is good if we are able to speak like that, but it is not the hard and fast rule. If I talk about the Sonia
Yeah,
Gandhi, they are still living, I think, the more than 40 years, and they can't speak Hindi properly. It is a very famous leader. We can't say he no doesn't speak the Hindi, or we can't accept her as a leader. So it's a not to depend only the language and accent. If we know heard about her no speech, so that time we feel, oh, he is totally unable to convey the message. And sometimes also Rahul Gandhi also confused him. They born and raised in India only, but I think their home these kind of they are unable to get the environment. That time also they are affected. So they don't know what kind of the things going on in India and different part of the India. So we can say in the language, more important things is that we are able to convey our message, and uh, we are easily get the what kind of the other person saying. That is the more important thing.
Yeah, and whatever you were saying, ma'am, at this time, even I have read the same kind of things in Cambridge book, where this thing was written clearly that it is not important for the people to learn to speak different accents, all the accents of the world. But whatever we speak, we should be clear and understandable. That's it. The
Yeah.
main purpose of language is to convey the message, to understand someone, and to be understood. That's it.
Yes. And if we are going to the just a specific country, if we want to go and move to just Australia, so that time it is more important. Think there is no, I think, work much more the American, and there is no work for the British accent. I think we have to speak in their manner.
Yeah, yeah, at that time.
And I also heard about the no, and I also realize no about our PM Modi, and they are now visit all over the countries, all over the world, and different part of India. They try to get 2 3 words their local language, and try to speak at first at beginning, and
Yes,
very
yes.
2 3 words, and try to win their heart, their language. I think it is the more important thing.
Yeah, yeah, it happens. It matters
Yeah, it matters.
because
Yeah,
local language makes a kind of connection.
yeah. So one of my friend, you can say my cousin wanted to go southern part of India, and he is MBBS. So it is very tough to practice there because he don't know their local language, and people are trying to connect the person who know very well their local language, their tradition and culture. So it is very important. Not only the, it is not applicable on the English, it is applicable for the every language.
Yes, yes. And as you said that we can, if we do not know this language, then we cannot go anywhere in our own country. We
Yeah,
cannot understand all the people of this country.
yes. So I think though English is the global language, we try to connect, but in the rural areas people don't know this language much more. Yes, still the southern part of the English I think very good, but still in the rural area, village area, people don't know. They usually try to connect their local language, Tamil, Telugu, Kannada.
Yeah, yeah, it happens. And they do not have environment too. This is the problem. In the village areas, people do not have good environment.
Yes, yes.